recording, I'm going to show you how to make one master course to put all of your school pathways, to put the courses that are the same into one course to combine them so that you're not having to monitor all these extra courses throughout the semester. So you should have already gone into school pathways, into your Cedar Cove account and your Pine Hills account and made um, and your Pine Valley accounts and made copies of the courses that you need to for next semester. And then we're going to look to combine these. So there's a few ways to do this, but this is the way that I recommend. You go to start a new course, and then you give the course a name that is easy for you to remember. And this is a name that the students will see. So make sure that it is something that makes sense. So for me, I'm going to write 4975B Earth Science Spring 2021. And I'll write 4975B and I'll write Spring 21. And this is the name that will pop up in the cookie crumb trail when you're inside of the course. I'm going to leave it private and not click to make it visible to everyone. This new course will pop up on my dashboard. They put you automatically inside of it, but it'll show up on your dashboard down at the bottom. Okay, so this is a really, really important step. So here it is, here what I just made. This is a really, really important piece of information. Anything you copy into your course cannot be undone. The only way you can get rid of content that you copy into your course is by hand deleting each assignment. So you really, really don't want to accidentally copy the wrong course into this class, or else the best thing to do would just be to delete the entire thing and start over again, because hand deleting it takes a long time. So to make sure that I'm bringing in the right content, I'm going to go to courses and I'm going to scroll down to all courses. And then I'm going to do a search, just a Command F, where I look for 4975B previous courses. So here's this one that I just created. And then I'm going to look at 4975B. This one is from 2018. I'm going to want the most recent, so which is 2019, 2020. So here's the course here that I think that I want, that I called it my master course last year. So I'm going to check it out and make sure that this is what I wanted. And this is the class that I wanted. So that I get this exact name right and I don't make a mistake, I'm going to go into settings and I'm going to copy the name of this course. Then I'm going to go back to my dashboard and I'm going to scroll down to the new shell course that I made that I'm going to bring everything into. And I'm going to import existing content. And it's going to say, I'm going to pick copy a Canvas course and I'm just going to recopy the name that I wanted. So this is that Earth Science course, and I'm going to go down to my class. This is a different teacher, Lavovitz, so I'm going to go into this one. And I'm going to bring in all content, and then I'm also going to click to adjust due dates. So this is a tricky part, but it can save you some time in calendaring. It's going to ask you what the due date was last year. And last year at the start of the class, it was on the 13th. And this year, the start of the class will be on the 11th. So it'll adjust all my 13th to the 11th of 2021. Then my end date last year was May 22nd and of 2020, and my end date this year is May 21st, 2021. So it's going to readjust all the dates inside of there, which is really a time saver if you can get that right. So I'm going to hit import. This is going to take a minute to queue here, but basically it's bringing over all of that content that was there. And it's adjusting all of the due dates. And we'll check that and verify it in a moment after this is done running. Okay, so now that it's complete, I'm going to go to the home of this course. And here is all the content. So there's the cookie crumb name that I created for spring 2021. It now has a lot of content, and you can see that the dates start the week of the 15th, which is perfect. January 15th should be the first Friday, or the second Friday, basically. It's the first Friday of the semester. I guess it's actually the third Friday of the month. But it's the correct due date if we started this month. I believe the first day was the 11th, which puts Friday the 15th. And so the due dates so far are showing up perfectly, which is great. So I'm going to save that. You don't need to check. Well, you should check all of them, but you don't need to click into each assignment to verify the correct due dates. You can just check them from here. So on my calendar, it should go the 15th, the 22nd, which I have. This would be the 29th, but I don't actually have a due date there. And then it should go to February 5th and then February 12th. So it does look like all of my due dates came up, but you would want to check through the whole semester and make sure that it came up correctly through the whole semester. You'll notice that April 2nd doesn't have a due date here, and that's because that is spring break. Okay, so from there, what I am going to do is now I'm going to, this is my 4975. So I'm going to go back to my dashboard and I'm going to find my 4975 classes. So here's one. And I'm going to go into the settings to grab the name correctly. And I'm going to add a cross listing. So I'm going to cross list this section. Actually, I needed to cross list it too. I needed to grab the 4975 Spring Earth Science. This is the name I should have grabbed. So I'm going to cross list it to this one. So JCC course will no longer appear on my dashboard. It's going to go into that other class. So I'm going to cross list it. And now it's gone. It should be off of my dashboard. And I'm going to find another 4975 course. And I'm going to go down to settings. And I'm going to go to sections. And I'm going to click on this section. And I'm going to hit cross list this section and put it in my newly created course with the right content. And I'm going to hit cross list. And now it should be off of my dashboard. And now I'm going to do that again for my last one. I have Pine Hills, Cedar Cove, and Pine Valley. So for me, this happens 3 times per course. And I'm going to go to settings and sections, and I'm going to pick the only section there, and I'm going to hit cross list this section, and I'm going to put it into this section, and I'm going to hit cross list. So now those 3 courses are now combined into my new course that I made, which is right here. So if I go and check it out, now there's the content, which I brought over earlier, but also if I go into settings and sections, you can see that my Cedar Cove is here, my Pine Hills, and my Pine Valley are all in one class. So I no longer have to add content to each. I don't have to monitor each separately. They can see each other's discussion boards. So this is a big benefit for you as the teacher because you're checking in on less things. And it's better for the students that are in small classes because they get to have more students to interact with. So to clean up my dashboard for second semester, I'm going to combine all my like courses like that. I'm going to create the shell. I'm going to bring in content that I have verified is the correct content. And then I'm going to cross list the sections into it to clean it up. So that's how you will get your dashboard ready for next semester.